I never thought the life I built with my own hands could crumble in a single afternoon. My name is Elena, and for 10 years, I poured everything into the man I loved and the dream we shared. We had the perfect house on the hill, the business we grew from nothing, and a circle of friends who called us goals. I believed every whispered, "I love you," every late-night promise that we were building an empire together. But that Tuesday, everything shattered. I came home early from a supplier meeting, flowers in my hand because I wanted to surprise him. The house was quiet, too quiet. Then I heard it, soft laughter from our bedroom. My best friend Sophia and my husband Marcus. Her voice low and intimate. "She still doesn't suspect anything. We just need a little more time," his reply. "Once the company transfer goes through, we'll be set." Elena's too trusting. She'll never see it coming. My legs gave out. The flowers slipped from my fingers and scattered across the marble floor like broken dreams. I stood there frozen, heart hammering so loud I thought they would hear it. 10 years of marriage, 8 years of friendship with Sophia. All of it? Lies. I backed away slowly, tears burning my eyes, and left before they noticed. That night I sat in my car for hours, replaying every moment I had missed. The sudden business trips, the way Sophia always knew where Marcus was, the late nights when he said he was working on the books. I had been blind because I loved them. And love, I learned, can be the most dangerous lie of all. By morning, I was a ghost in my own life. I smiled through breakfast while Marcus kissed my forehead and called me his rock. I hugged Sophia when she dropped by with coffee, pretending everything was normal. But inside I was already breaking. I started noticing the small things, the way money was moving. Strangely in our accounts, documents with my signature that I didn't remember signing. Their plan was bigger than an affair. They wanted everything. My company, my savings, my reputation. I lost everything because of their lies. But what they didn't know was that the woman they betrayed still had fire left in her. The next few weeks were pure hell. I couldn't sleep. Every time Marcus touched me, my skin crawled. Every time Sophia laughed at my jokes, I felt sick. I started digging quietly. I hired a private investigator. I trusted and began copying files when Marcus was asleep. What I found destroyed me. They had been planning this for almost 2 years. Fake contracts, forged signatures, shell accounts funneling money out of the company I built from the ground up. Sophia had even convinced some of our biggest clients that I was unstable, that I was drinking too much, that the business would be safer in stronger hands. Marcus's hands. One night I confronted him, not with everything, just enough. "Do you still love me?" I asked, voice trembling. He looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Of course I do, baby. You're my world." The lie was so smooth it almost convinced me again. Almost. The final blow came when they moved faster than I expected. I arrived at the office one morning to find my access revoked. Security told me the company had new ownership. Marcus had filed papers claiming I was mentally unfit and transferred controlling shares. Sophia stood beside him, playing the concerned friend, while board members who once respected me looked at me with pity. I screamed, I cried. I begged them to tell me why. Sophia finally dropped the mask. "You were always the golden girl, Elena. Perfect life, perfect business. We just wanted our turn. Marcus wouldn't even meet my eyes." I lost the house next. Court papers appeared saying I had agreed to sell it. Friends I thought were mine turned their backs after Sophia spread rumors that I had been cheating and embezzling. I moved into a tiny studio apartment with only 2 suitcases. I would sit on the floor at night, surrounded by the pieces of the life they destroyed, and sob until I had no tears left. But in that darkness, something shifted. The pain hardened into something colder, stronger. I stopped crying. I started planning. I reached out to the one person who still believed. Me, an old mentor who had taught me everything about business. Together, we traced every dirty transaction. I recorded conversations. I saved every screenshot, every email, every bank transfer. They thought I was broken. They thought I would disappear quietly. They had no idea I was becoming the storm. It took 6 months, but I was ready. I filed everything with the authorities on the same day. I called an emergency board meeting. I walked into that room dressed in the power suit I hadn't worn since they shattered me. Marcus and Sophia were there, smiling like they had already won. Until the projector turned on. Slide after slide, every forged document, every stolen dollar, recordings of them laughing about how easy it was to fool poor Elena. The room went dead silent. Marcus turned pale. Sophia tried to speak, but her voice cracked. I looked straight at them and said, "You took everything from me. Now I'm taking it back." The authorities moved in right after. Fraud charges, embezzlement, conspiracy. Their new empire collapsed overnight. Clients who had left me came rushing back with apologies. The house was returned. The company was mine again, stronger, because I rebuilt the foundation with truth. Marcus lost everything too. His reputation, his freedom for a while, and the woman he betrayed me for. Last I heard, Sophia left him when the money dried up. They turned on each other exactly the way they had turned on me. I stood on the balcony of my home months later, watching the city lights, and felt something I thought I'd never feel again. Peace. Not happiness exactly, but peace. I had survived the deepest betrayal and come out the other side. If there's one thing I want you to remember from my story, it's this. When people break you with their lies, they expect you to stay broken. They never expect you to rise. The pain they caused me was devastating, but it taught me my own worth. It taught me that real strength isn't never falling. It's standing up after they think they've destroyed you. Never let anyone dim your light because they're afraid of your shine. Protect your heart, but don't close it forever. And if someone tries to take everything from you, make sure they regret it. I'm Elena. I lost everything because of their lies. And then I got revenge. Not just for me, but for every woman who was ever told she was too trusting, too kind, too soft to fight back. We are not soft. We are survivors. And we always rise.